Hey dolls, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys this super beginner friendly DIY miracle knotless tutorial. Y'all, this is for my girls who want a very secure miracle knot installation but do not feel like knotting the ends of their hair and worrying about their hair getting matted during the whole takeout process. So if you guys are interested in a healthy and manageable way to install these gorgeous miracle knots while still having full, fluffy, and versatile hair and still maintaining the health of your natural hair, make sure you keep on watching. We can hear the angels calling us. We can see the sunrise before us. So onto the hair. Thank you so much YGWigs for sponsoring this video. This was actually my first time ever working with this company, so I was super excited to see what they had to offer. So in our package, we of course had our crochet hook needle and then of course our hair. So they sent me 5 bundles of their number 30 deep wave crochet hair. So this hair was super beautiful. The pattern was just gorgeous. And as you guys can see, this is the custom color that the hair came, which is number 30. Y'all, I did go ahead and co-wash this hair. And when I was starting to install, I said, wait, hold up. This is not the actual color of my head. So I had to go ahead and rinse this hair. So this is how the hair looked once I rinsed it. This is the side-by-side of the bundle that is not rinsed, the original number 30 color, and this is the color of the hair once I rinsed it to my hair color. So this is also no problem because we're about to watercolor these bundles. I swear by watercoloring, all you need is some hot water, a bucket, and whatever color you decide to rinse your bundles. You can also do this with bleach baths. It's really the same thing. You're just using bleach powder. But anyways, I'm using honey brown and mocha from Adore semi-permanent rinse collection. And I didn't even use each of the bottles fully because I mean, the hot water is distributing the color throughout the hair evenly and it's spreading way more than just applying this to the bundles itself. And it's way quicker and less messy. So I pretty much just eyed how much of each color I was putting into the bucket, and then I just went ahead and started adding my hot water. So in order to achieve this multi-dimensional subtle color that I had in my head, I ended up doing some bundles all mocha, some bundles all honey brown. I ended up splitting some of the bundles in half, and as you guys can see, I put half of the bundle in the mixture, half of the bundle in a mixture that maybe had just a tidge bit of mocha or more honey brown than the full bucket, and it just made this beautiful concoction of all these different type of layers of colors instead of having just one set color in my head. It just made everything look so beautiful, and it was so easy. Like, you can really just mix match it however you want and just create so many variations of your specific colors. So this was the colorway that I came up with after I co-washed and allowed this hair to air dry, and the texture was still so beautiful. The hair was so soft, and she's ready to install. Alrighty, now let's get into this parting. So for the back row, I will be having 4 rows total. As you guys can see, these parts are not too big and they're also not small at all. But I am thoroughly moisturizing my scalp and also my ends, my roots, and my tips. So I don't want any dry hair going into these braids. My hair was very well moisturized. So for my squares, I'm going to be doing the bricklayer effect. So the bricklayer effect is when you're not directly parting on top of the previous square underneath it, and this just avoids the hair from looking scalpy, and it just gives more fullness once all of your braids are done because you're not just looking at scalp. It's layered on top of each other with the square forming in the middle of the other part. Okay, so I hope that makes sense, y'all. But as you guys can see, I am not braiding all the way down as well. There are many other ways you can do this crochet feed and miracle knot method, but for this one, I'm going to show you guys an easy way that makes sure your hair is intact and also you're not like worrying about these things slipping out. Okay, so just trust the process. All right, now once I finished the first bottom section, I had about 26 braids total, and no, these braids don't look perfect, but they looked perfectly fine once I was all done. So for the first row, I had 3 braids. For the second row, I had 5 braids. For the third row, 8 braids, and for the 4th row I had 10 braids. Now depending on how big or small you want your braids and the density of your specific hair type, you may or may not have more or less braids than me. But if you don't want all them tiny little braids and you have a similar hair size to mine, so this should work just fine for you. So for the second portion of my head, I will be working on the crown of my head, and I will be using the previous squares and sections to help me section that off. So now we have these 2 little sections that we have to work on next. And as you guys can see, once you part and section everything off and work in increments, it makes the entire process so smooth and simple, and you basically just breeze through the entire process after that. So I'm just doing the same thing I did to the bottom section, moisturizing my hair and braiding down, not all the way to the end. So once I finished off the middle section, I had 3 rows and I had about 15 or 14 braids total. So right now we're looking at about 41 to 40 braids at the moment. So once I finished with the top portion of my head, this is how we were looking. And once the top portion was finished, I had about 15 braids in that section. So in total, I had about 56 braids in my entire head. And that was the hardest part of the entire installation. So now that that's out of the way, let's install these miracle knots. So you remember when I said we're not braiding our hair all the way down? This is because we're going to be feeding the feather crochet into the bottom of our unbraided hair. So y'all have to trust me. And when I say trust me, please, this is not an overcomplicated process. I am not a braider. I do not do this. If it wasn't for this, I probably would have never considered braiding my hair ever. Okay, so the middle of that piece of hair has a very thin, sturdy piece of thread that is easily able to blend into your natural hair. It's undetectable. You can't even see it once it's done, and super easy for you to just feed that into your natural hair. Now, in order to blend my ends with the hair, I am going in with some of that baskin lather edge control and just using that to thin out those ends. And as you guys can see, the difference already. And this is going to help camouflage our hair from the extensions, just so they're not poking out or trying to avoid them from poking out as much as possible. And after that, you just want to continue braiding down. So once you reach the end of where your hair ends, continue to braid. And if you need a guide to where you think you should stop, it should be at least 3 inches from where your hair ends. And you can see, like, I put a little edge control to show you guys where my hair ends, and it was at least 3 inches. Okay, now I continue to do that throughout my head, and I'm just showing y'all the progress that we're making. And I was like, all right, we're working with something. So I was confident in continuing to move forward with this exact same process. So after adding our edge control to the ends, I'm going with the thread in the middle of those 3 pieces, and I'm going to add 1/2 of the hair to one side of the braid, and then the other half of the feather crochet to one of the other pieces of hair. And I just continue to braid down. Now I'm gonna show y'all how easy it is if you have a thicker density hair. My hair is not really on the thicker side, so if you have more hair than me, I'm gonna show you guys how you can easily add more feather crochet into the braid if you need to. So as you guys can see, I'm adding the feather crochet to the middle of those 3 strands. I'm adding one part of the feather crochet to my natural hair, and then the other piece of the feather crochet to any other side of the other piece of crochet from the previous part of the braid. And then you just continue to braid down as normal. So if you have thicker hair and you feel like you need more hair to camouflage your natural hair from the braid, you can use 2 pieces, you can use 3 pieces, but like I stated, my hair is not that thick, so this wasn't really necessary for my hair texture and density. And this also goes to show you, if you want longer miracle knots, you can continue to add hair as you please, but make sure that you're getting enough bundles, because I use majority of these bundles just for this length. So make sure to keep all these things in mind when you're going for your specific style. But y'all, this texture was so beautiful. It was so lightweight. This process was so simple and easy. And honestly, like I stated before, I would not have ever considered doing any type of feed-in or extended braids on my hair because I am just not a braider. This is not something that I would have ever looked forward to doing, but this thread being super secure and thin just made this entire process so seamless and effortless. So if you think you're not able to do this, I promise you, you can. Now I just continue to do that throughout the rest of my head, and now we're on to the last braid. I know that excitement, that feeling of knowing that you're making progress and seeing this all come together in real time was just such an amazing feeling. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I am not gonna lie. Seeing this literally come together in front of my eyes this fast was like, baby, y'all got y'all one. The girls are going to love this. Oh my gosh. Okay. But no, like this was actually insane how simple this entire process was. And just like that, we are done with the second step of this entire installation. So this is how my hair was looking with just the feed-ins at the end. Honey, you could rock your hair like this if you please, but this is not what this video is about. So let's get into feeding these crochet knots in. So I did a small portion of my hair already just to make sure I'm getting the vibe and making sure it's nice and secure and I'm not steering you guys in the wrong direction. So I'm going in with my crochet feed-in needle, whatever you call it. And while it's open, I'm scooping the needle into the middle of the braid. I'm gonna show you guys again. While it's open, I'm scooping the piece of that needle in the middle of the braid. So while it's still open, I'm adding that feather crochet in the needle, making sure the latch is closed and pulling 1/2 of the feather crochet through the other side of the braid. So now you see we have 2 pieces of hair on each side of the braid. So instead of knotting this to secure it onto our hair, we're not going to do that. We're just going to repeat the same process, put that needle through the braid again, put both strands in, close the latch, and pull it out through the other side of the braid. So now it's super secure in our head, is not going to come out, and we also have no knots, no tied knots in our natural hair. Because why are we doing that? Like literally, why are we doing that? So once I add the feather crochet to the middle of my braid, I'm also going to add it towards the top of my braid as well. And I did not do them towards the roots of my braids on all of them. I did it on some of them just so it won't be all even straight across. But I'm literally just repeating the same process, pulling it through 1/2 and then going in a little bit under from where I fed it in the first time, and then just locking it in by feeding it right back through the braid again. And when I tell you this was so secure, I really feel like this is the most healthiest way to go about these miracle knots. When miracle knots first came out, they're called miracle knots because you're literally knotting these things on your hair. It's supposed to be a quick little DIY, but people are complaining about these things taking their hair out, and we don't have time for that. So if you want to make sure they're secure, I feel like this is the healthiest way. You don't have to worry about that crazy takedown process of your hair matting up because you have these tiny knots securing onto your real hair. And now everything's just tight and tangled and just a mess. And this is supposed to be a protective style, so that's definitely not protecting if it's having that happen. So this is how my hair was looking so far. I was very pleased with this entire process. And also this is with only 2 strands of feather crochet on each braid, not including the parts that we fed in at the end. And I did want to stay on the safe side, so I wasn't adding too much hair as I was progressing throughout my head. Now, I didn't want to add too much hair and then have to go in and remove hair, so I was only adding 2 pieces to be safe. And if the finished result was looking like it wasn't what I wanted, I can always go in and add more hair instead of having to remove pieces and add to the remainder of my hair that was not completed. So adding hair towards the middle of the braid and also towards the root or a little under the root was just enough density, and it was perfect for me. So if you feel like you want to add 3 pieces or 4 pieces and you have more than enough feather crochet hair to distribute throughout your head, then you can go ahead and do that. But I just felt like this density was so natural looking and didn't overpower my face or the heaviness of hair on my head, which I'm sure it wouldn't have anyways because the hair is so light. But also, before I continue to show you guys the same process over and over, I just want to give a shout out to whoever came up with this specific installation process of the miracle knots. I saw a girl on TikTok and she shouted out the other person who influenced her to do this miracle knot technique, so I will tag them in the description box below if you guys want to check out their videos as well. So thank you girls so much, because this was so easy. So I was finished with about 75% of my head at this point. We only had this little corner to work with, and this is how much hair we have left. More than enough hair to work with. And like I stated in the beginning of the video, there's other methods to do this. Some people just braid down their natural hair into a braid and just crochet the hair into their braid a little bit above where the braid ends. Now, I don't know how secure that method is. I personally don't think that is a secure method at all. I mean, at this point, if you're braiding and sectioning and doing all these different squares in your head, you might as well just take that extra step and feed in these little things towards the end of your head. Make sure you braid them down at least 3 inches to make sure it's locked in, and these things will not be sliding out your head. And also a plus in feeding in the crochet towards the end of your braid as well is that you don't have to worry about, you know, if you do have just your natural hair braided and then you're crocheting these pieces in, you don't have to worry about your natural hair peeking through the final result or just seeing your little braids sticking out. If you want to wear a high ponytail or if you want to do a half up, half down, you're not worrying about making sure that your braids are camouflaged because it's all braided and blended into one piece. Now, I did see some people feed in hair and pull one half of the feather crochet out, continue braiding, and then add another piece and pull another piece of the crochet hair out. But I just think that's feeding boho braids at that point. Like, so we gonna make sure we do that little extra step, feeding it into the bottom of the braid, and we gonna crochet the rest of the hair in to add that volume. And just for reference, if you want to achieve this look, I did have 56 braids. I put 3 pieces of hair on each braid, including the piece that I fed in at the bottom of my natural hair braid. So I used just under 5 bundles of hair, and each bundle came with about 45 to 50 pieces per bundle. And when I tell y'all this hair has been holding up exceptionally well, I'm going to show you guys some updates in my shorts, but I didn't add any product to this hair, not even till this day. And this is how the hair looks with absolutely no product. I don't even have water sprayed in this hair. This is literally just from what I was pulling from the rack in the installation process. Still to this day, I have not added water, no product, nothing to this hair, and I'm on week 2. So I'm gonna show you guys a little video of me refreshing the hair in my shorts and on TikTok, so make sure you stay tuned for that. For my finishing touches, I'm going to go ahead and do my baby hairs, and then I'm going to add some very, very light layers, and that is just towards the front of my face, and also just kind of cut off those straggly ends. And that's really it. I'm just doing some layers towards the front. I didn't do it towards the back because I do plan on wearing this in half up, half downs, and I don't want this to be like heavily layered with a whole bunch of different lengths. So once I finished with that, girl, this was my finished result, and I am just gagging at this. Like, I genuinely don't even really know what to say because y'all see the material. Like, this hair still has so much flow, it's not stiff, I have so much movement, and it's lightweight. On top of that, I can still do all my favorite type of styles: side part, a middle part, a ponytail, a bun, half up, half down. Like, it's so many different styles, and I can also wash my hair. Like, I'm immediately sold. This would sell anybody, honestly. But this is is the end of the video. If you guys made it this far, thank you guys so much for watching, and I really hope that you found some helpful tips and really enjoyed this video. So if you guys are interested in this hair, make sure you check the description box below. I will have everything linked and also a coupon code for you guys if you want to save some money. But I really appreciate you dolls for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you did, and I really hope to see you guys in my future videos. Bye guys. Mwah.
I'm so deep in my bag like a grandma with a peppermint. They say, oh, she smell good. That's just cause I'm innocent. That's just cause I'm innocent. That's just cause I'm innocent.